Brats, if you remember the Eureka gaming desk we checked out a while back, the big L-shaped one of the first desks we ever did, I think, Eureka saw that video and said, hey, we've got another desk for you to check out. So I'm super excited to check out an RGB gaming desk. Let's open this thing up. Per usual, small, sharp unboxing knife, especially when you're opening a big box. You want to have a small knife to do it with. Oh, and this is a very big box. Seriously heavy. If you order one of these, make sure you get a friend to help you bring it in your house. So let's put that knife away so we don't hurt anybody. And away we go.
And away we go.
Boom. One leg, two legs. Another box, instructions, decently cool big gaming mat, a couple of stickers to put wherever you want to on it, and then the glass desktop here. Tempered glass. This is where all the weight was actually. It's on a really hard metal frame. Oh boy, I'm scared. I don't usually deal with glass desks. All right, I'm gonna clear this garbage out of here real quick and then we're gonna get to the build. Oh God. Want to help me get this crap out of here? So this is the desktop. We currently have it flipped over and then we're going to assemble all the parts on it. You can see it's got some wiring over here that we're going to have to deal with. This also comes with a little game and universal controller stand. Kind of a nifty throw in. It's basically going to end up just giving you 4 extra USB ports to charge stuff off of. This right here, this audio splitter that you see, this is actually going to plug into your PC, your phone, whatever you're using. And then it can have the lights react to the sound, or you can leave it in mic mode, but if you want something a little more instant, a little more streamlined, you plug it in and then it's gonna look a little better with your music. They actually send you a screwdriver, which is kind of cool, because usually you have to get your own out, but it includes that and the Allen wrench you need, so you got all your tools you need to build the thing. And beyond that, it's all just the assembly parts, so let's just put it together. You're gonna wanna finger tighten these as much as you can, because these tight spaces here, it is hard to get your Allen wrench in and turn it much. So you wanna get it as close as you can and hopefully just finish the tightening with your Allen wrench. Both legs are on and they are quite solid. You got 4 bolts on each one that goes metal on metal, so they do stay strong. Next step here, we're gonna put these little plastic fascia covers, I don't know what you wanna call them. Basically, these are just gonna go over this and then we're gonna screw these on real quick. So I'm gonna grab that screwdriver they sent me and the 8 bigger screws they sent me and put this together. Oh God, I just lost a screw in there. F. Did you get that on camera? Oh my God. After you get these on, the next step is to put the 2 plastic pieces. Everything about this desk has felt extremely quality until these plastic pieces. Now one went on okay, these pieces clipped in there just fine. This one, we had an absolute battle. I had to hold it steady after John aligned it and then he had to screw it then. The plastic parts, I don't know, they could use a little work. Everything else feels nice, but you get to those, we maybe just got a deformed one, but it was a battle to get that side on, where this side went on pretty easily. Next step is to put these 2 brackets on down here. I already seated one just so I could see how it works. They do have a left and right on them. And basically, they just hook in to hold this arm more stable. And then this one goes from the outside all the way in. This comes with a cable management hook in the back. So what's gonna happen is once this is on here, you're gonna be able to route some of your cables and stuff through it, make it look a little cleaner under the desk. I like that this is included. A weird length choice with the Allen wrench right here. Every time I think it's getting tight, it feels looser again. Okay, this is freaking me out. I don't think you're meant to be this loose. That piece, it's very flexible metal. It's never gonna feel solid with just the 2 screws. I wish that they had made maybe a stability bracket or something that would hold this a little tighter, because it's always gonna be kind of like this. It's gonna stay on, but I wish it was a little stronger. I just like things to feel solid. Do you think we're doing a good job here, Kat? We are down to one of the last steps here, wiring. It comes with your wall adapter, which plugs into this control box. On the other side of this control box is where your headphone adapter goes in. You wanna make sure your power buttons are facing out. We're gonna screw this down onto here. Wire coming out of the desk, I'm just gonna wrap it around to kind of try and keep that a little more hidden from the front. Snap that in there. And now all we're gonna have to do is just wire this up to the wall when we flip this thing over. It is time. I don't know that I feel safe flipping this thing all over all by myself. I am quite moist.
It's actually not that heavy now that it's like less awkward.
Yeah, now that you can grab it.
That looks cool already.
It does. And just with anything else that comes in this glass, you gotta peel the sticker off the top. So satisfying. All right, let me plug this thing in. Let's talk about the desk. A lot of gamers are willing to pay anything for RGB. Are you willing to pay $300 for an RGB desk? That's up to you. That's a lot of money for a desk. It is the only one I've ever seen that does anything like this. Let's talk about the music modes on here. As best as I can count, it seems like there's 26 different music modes. You got a couple different ways you can do it. You can do it with a more traditional microphone, which is already on there. You just unplug the headphone jack and it'll automatically play the lights to any audio in the room. That's not just gonna be music. I mean, you clap, it's gonna respond to anything that's happening in the room. Right now, we've got a phone plugged in here through their included splitter that's playing music. It also gives you an option with this splitter. See, if I wanted to be listening to the music myself, I could plug it in here and be hearing the music, seeing the audio going, doing whatever I want. This splitter, of course, can also plug into your PC, so you're playing music through your PC, you're playing Discord, whatever, it's gonna work. A couple things, I'll kind of cycle through some of these color modes here while I'm chatting. It seems to be mostly volume related. Like a lot of them, you can kind of see it kind of goes up as the audio volume's higher, and if I mess with the volume here on the phone, it'll get less reactive as it gets quieter. So see, now it's barely reacting. Or if I crank it up, it's gonna be reacting more often. One thing I wish the desk came with a remote. I'm really surprised it doesn't, because the problem is you've got two buttons. You've got power, you've got mode. So when you're cycling through modes, you get into the music response mode, and you have to click it 26 times to get back to solid lights happening again. So it's got tons of cool music modes, which is awesome, but it just seems like a remote would really have made sense here, because I could switch it to music, I could switch it to this, I could have the full range, you know, little RGB remote, full range of the color buttons to do quick switches. Otherwise, you're basically gonna find the mode you really like and you're probably gonna leave it there most of the time because it's so much work to keep it going. Okay, song stopped, that's why we're dark again. Beyond that, it is solid. The desk is heavy, it is very strong, it feels very stable in use. I don't know what to compare it to. I kind of feel more like I'm grabbing on like a miniature pool table than a desk, because it's got these huge metal brackets here. The top still is glass, so as strong as the desk isn't as solid, I mean, if you knock this desk over on a hard floor, it's hard to imagine the glass top is gonna survive that. I do think it's really cool, and I wanna say thank you to Eureka for sending it to us. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think $300 is anywhere near worth what you're paying for to get this? What would you do with it? Would you actually use this as your gaming desk, or would this be kind of a cool side table in like a gaming room to have some of your like controller stand stuff like that on because of the lighting effects? Let me know what you think. I'm excited to have it. I'm flirting with the idea of having it be our unboxing table from now on, just because I think it looks really cool, but it's glass, so I'm gonna be worried about getting fingerprints all over it all the time too. So thank you so much for spending some of your time here with me today. I will see you in another reality. Ba-boom! For sure.